Hello and welcome again. A lot's changed basically since last time. It's probably been about a month since I did a video, but I've been quite busy recently. But here goes. Not quite sure where to start because it is completely different than last time. But probably best if we just start at the start, eh? So we'll go back over to the left. The half of the board that contains the colliery is now done up to a certain level, so that board is still as it was last time. I've got some ideas, but I'll run through those later. Right, so let's start then. So that's the double tunnel opening, was just there, wasn't it, last time? And then the single tunnel exit into the colliery is there. That's all finished off. For now I've just stuck little war memorial and some benches up there. Not quite sure what else is going to go up there yet. Did want it kind of like a park, so we'll see where it leads to anyway. And then running along the top I've got lots of Metcalf kits. Lots. I think that's 4 of the terraced houses and then one of the shops. Look quite good. Unlike a ply board, as you remember last time, the tunnel opens up for maintenance. Those are the houses all sit on top of the tunnel. Need to kind of put a screw or something in that corner just to hold it down. But that's something I can do at a later date. And the houses need guttering, drain pipes, etc. on them. Maybe put a few markings on the road of some kind. And then this area here, I was thinking it could be like a bit of a car park with some cars from the 60s parked up there, maybe some vans. It might look quite nice. Right, so tunnel exit into the colliery. Coming up to weighbridge area. Bypass the weighbridge for the empties and then coming back out of the colliery we'll go over the weighbridge as fulls. Got some of the metal speed signs. Point radding kits are all done now. Ground signals are in signal box, not double slip. And then going over the double slip, and then you've got to the left, and you've got left hand point into two bays on the screens. Back up to double slip, and you've got just behind the engine shed, you've got a wide point left onto a right hand point which will take you to the other 2 bays, or from the wide point right into the siding for the fulls, which kind of goes under the loading for the screens, or down here takes you to the Colliery engine shed, just a single road engine shed. It's one of the it's one of the Wills Craftsman kits, that one actually. Got a bit of engine maintenance outside it, coal loading and water tower. And then there's a little 94 in there at the moment, which will be the main steam engine for the colliery. So last time you remember I said that I'd scratch built most of the colliery buildings, so I'll just quickly show you those and run through them. So these are the screens made out of plastruck sections and some of the wheels, corrugated iron and the brick sheets. Come out quite well. Got the measurements from the National Coal Museum in Wakefield. Roughly eyed them up in relation to some of their planked wagons. Tried to convert that back into the building size and then worked from there, but they look to scale compared to the wagons as they did in the museum, and they seem to fit in well with other buildings, so I'm quite happy with how they turned out. Go around the back of those as well to show you. Yeah, as you can see there's 3 wagons in each of the bays. There's buffers on each siding, and then the 3 wagons can also go on the full siding there. the loading ramp up into the collieries. Would obviously be a conveyor belt in real life, but you know, for now that's how it'll be. And then the headgear is again scratch built from plaster sections and some of the sheets. The wheels there were built from bicycle spokes inside of plastic beakers with a dowel as the hub. Quite good, then they do both spin round as well. Need to put some wires down yet into the engine winding house, but it's something I need to get round to. It's about 12, just over 12 inches tall. Again, though, it seems realistic in size compared to some of the ones I've seen in real life. Got the entrance at the bottom for the miners to get into the lift, and then down on the left hand side, down here, you've got the little track I've put in, which would be take wagons of coal that's been wound up from the mine to the conveyor belt. Make some little wagons at some point, get some men down there emulating the task. This little hut here is the engine winding house. I think it started life as a Wills Craftsman goods shed. Converted it. Don't know if this camera's going to pick it up, but I have built a little steam engine in there. You can kind of see it a little bit. In fact, that building's not stuck down yet. Let's see if I can spin it round. You might be able to see the wheels that I've made as well. Bear with me. Yeah, there you go. So there's the two little winder wheels on the steam engine. Cable will go from there to the wheels at the top of the winding gear. The camera's just about picking it up. Large 12-inch conical tower, chimney tower is Volmer kit. I was trying to make one myself, but it's just struggling too much with a tapered conical shape, so decided to buy that one. Painted, weathered, looks good. I'm happy with it. Small building here is a workshop for the colliery. Needs more bits and pieces in it, but for now we've got some wood in that area, and then here I've got some drums with spare cabling around them for the winding gear, and then just a discarded empty cable drum. I think that's pretty much it for colliery buildings. No, in fact, over the other side of the track we've got this little thing, which is one of the ratio pump houses. I'm imagining that it'd be ventilation for the mine shaft. Shaft goes across off the edge of the board, so that'd be good ventilation place, I suppose. Fits in well though, fills a blank corner. And you've probably seen now, but we used quite a lot of the ratio security fencing, which was a little bit of a pain to make. Took well over a day to do all of this. Very fiddly, but it does look nice. Just give you a quick look. With some no trespassing signs there. And while I come up to it, may as well mention it. Little fuse relay box on a platform with some of the orange trunking cabling going to point motor. Did that yesterday, and that's a trial really for the other side of the board. The colliery is still mainly run by steam. They've got a couple of little diesels, but it's steam with point rodding controlled by the signal box, and over there we've even got ground lever for that point. So basically the colliery's not electrified in terms of the rail network, but the main line round the outside has been upgraded and is electrified, hence why we've got the box. So there'll be plenty of those appearing on the other side. Looks quite good, I'm happy with that. It's one of the Wills fuse boxes on a bit of plastic card with some fencing hard line around. Orange tubing is an earbud with some copper wire coming out of it, going to the pipe motor. Seems to look good, works well. Another one of those speed signs. If anyone's interested, I think I got them off eBay. They're etched brass. You kind of glued them together and then paint them. I think they were made by Smiths, I think it was, but they were on eBay and I only saw one set, not seen any more, but I like little things like that, for little bits. The relay boxes, the ground signals, that just make it for me. So this point here is coming onto the main line as such. Main line running along here, and then this line here is at the moment it's a big siding, but here it's going to go off, and I'll explain that in a few minutes. So just coming back from the fuse box, you've got security fencing all the way along here, and well, the boards are 6 foot, and I'd say it's at least, with the bit around the corner here, probably 8 foot of fencing. It's two of the packs anyway, so it did take a while and it's quite fiddly. All the way over to the mine entrance for the road. No weighbridge because there's not going to be any coal out by lorries. It's all going to be by rail, so we've only got the railway bridge for now. You probably saw it, so I'll explain it. This point motor here is the unsightly one that wouldn't go beneath the board. I think I'm going to put longer extension bar on it, move it out of the way slightly, and I'm in the process of making a large signal box at the moment, which can sit over the top of it. Be a bit of an essential feature, add some colour and nostalgia to the board. So let's see how that goes. Actually, while I think of, this hill here is new. You've not seen this before. Went crazy again with the plaster cloth. Wanted a little bit of a hill just to, as I said last time, make the mine feel more enclosed. Went crazy and built quite a big one. Covered it in static grass, but I'm happy with it. I really like it. It's probably my favourite part of the board up to now. Especially the way the fence kind of sits on it here. Really liking that. So I think that's pretty much it in terms of the colliery. I don't think there's anything else or any other problems I've encountered. This point here was a bit problematic. I think I put a bit too much moss and ballast around it, so I had to dig some of it back out, but it works again now. Not really ran an engine for a week or so now, but I'm too busy with work and other things. Managing to get a few hours making things in. Probably show you some of the wagons actually. I think all of the wagons I've got here at the moment have got coal loads in, and they're all standard Hornby ones or Backham ones, but I have weathered them all. That Berthwood Colliery one is nice, one of my favourite ones. I think I've got one of those. A couple of the emblem ones there. I think it's a mainline and a Hornby. Making the 3 Wise wagons. Maybe the first one's apart actually. And then we've got a couple of Pew and Coals. Oh no, Pew and Coal. A red Emlyn. Another green Emlyn. And then there's 3 Pew and Coals down there on the full siding. Right. So before I go, I'll just have a quick explanation of what's happening on this side of the board. So we've got here is going to be a 3-way point. Now it's going to, from the 3-way point, I'll start from scratch actually, it's going to be a small TMD. We've got a few diesel locos now. I've got a 33, a 25, a 20. I'm thinking about getting a 26. So yeah, we want to build a small TMD area. I've already started work on some of the buildings, but I'll show you those another time because they're downstairs. So it's going to be a 3-way point here. Left leg possibly coming down to either a siding or a loco fueling area. Middle is going to come to a siding which is going to have a raised maintenance walkway running down the side of it. I've got one of the Nightwing kits, which is it's 2 foot long, isn't it? So it looked quite impressive there. And then from this top leg of the three-way, it's going to come into a long Y point, and then from the Y point, 2 roads into a diesel shed, with the inspection pits, etc. The only alternative to that plan is I'm thinking I might put a fueling point in front of the shed depending on space, and then it'll allow me to have a side in there then, but I need to get round to laying some track down first and have a look what fits. But that's the next thing that I'm going to be working on after I finish that signal box, I think. Yeah, so exciting times really, a lot's changed. Happy with how things have come out. If anyone does want any detailed pictures of anything or explanations of how I've done things, just give me a shout. Don't mind helping people. I like to learn off other people, and I'm sure everyone can learn off different things. So just let me know. Okay, I'm back. I've decided it wouldn't be the same without a loco running. Last week before, for payday treat, got a Helgen Class 33 in BR Blue. Not run it yet, so this will be maybe the second time it's had power to it. I think I did run it briefly actually. So let's see what it looks like. See if it works. Should be coming out of the tunnel there around the colliery onto the siding, which would eventually go to the TND area. That's how we'll do it. Oh, I can hear it. It's a heavy loco. Speed up a bit actually. It's nice. I like the plough on it. So it's past the fuse box. Just stop it in front of the camera there. Probably not the best for the footage. Need to get used to videoing locos a bit more, but yeah, cracking loco. It's class 33.